Steve that we're going to be coming. And Steve in doubles.
Steve in
Quite an
doubles.
interesting character.
He's gonna not do a whole lot until he does everything.
That's a really good way of putting it. Yeah.
It's honestly, in my opinion, one of the scariest doubles characters because you can like wall out situations, make it like
Yeah.
you. CRB is just such a strong player, and he's playing Palutena, which can like easily hold out a 2v1 for long enough for Sandschloss to get gold and start making the game feel unplayable.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, though, because Snake is definitely a character that is a thorn in the side of Steve. When you can just constantly grenade everything. So if it ever gets into a 1v1 situation, I'm very curious to see how that goes.
We're starting out here on Town and City. An interesting pick, but I feel like the platforms are pretty good for CRB Sandschloss here.
I could definitely see that. Just look at the mining in the corner.
Absolutely. Already on iron to maximize the efficiency here.
Yeah, just a solid 15 seconds to himself, and that's the benefit of having a doubles teammate that can buy you some time.
Absolutely. But Sandschloss knows CRB is great, but he can't hold out forever. He's got to make sure he can get his materials and then get in there.
Exactly. And a big up smash.
Oh my
gosh!
My
goodness.
The spike out of nowhere, taking out the first stock from Cloud.
And it's a really tough recovery situation off of Marshall, too.
This is a scary situation, and CRB is right there to make sure that he has to fully commit to this recovery.
Finally makes it back with taking like 60 in the process.
That is a scary spot. That is Snake being able to recover like that is crazy to me, but it's just like being forced to do that in a double situation is insane.
Yeah, and Steve back throw off the right platform on Town is also terrifying.
Absolutely. Steve, how did Steve already get diamonds? Oh my god.
It's so much mining time to himself. That's what's been getting such a big edge right there. But will die from the limit cross slash.
Right into the screen. We got a lot of red percent right now. I feel like we're going to see some stocks fly really soon here.
There's one.
CRB gone.
Snake up tilt will do that to you.
Absolutely. We have been seeing a lot of that Snake up tilt taking stocks. It's a lot more surprising than you'd realize when you first see it, but it has just been taking stock after stock today.
Yep, and now Marshall's first one goes down, so stock-wise, we are a little bit even.
Pretty even, but we have a very high Cloud here. You'll see him make the most of this stock, cross-slashing both players here and just racking up damage. It honestly looks pretty even right now with such a fresh Snake.
Up tilt, not going to kill yet. Cross-slashing off the top, though.
That was such a Hail Mary, but they got that down.
Ace putting in work.
Absolutely. This was not a team I expected to be seeing in winners finals. I'm going to be so honest. Looking through the bracket,
but they're proving it as
they are proving me so wrong. This has been and
the blocks keeps them alive.
This has been secretly the team I didn't realize I would have so much fun watching. We have CRB Sandschloss down to their final stocks, while Marshall and Ace are still up on 2. Not quite, though.
Big back air, though, finally taking that one away from Ace. He got a whole lot out of it, though.
And we are down to our final stocks here. CRB Sandschloss had a slight different disadvantage, but this is anyone's game here. Snake has just been able to abuse those blocks. Nothing's been sticking around for too long. Sandschloss, this last stock just hasn't had any time to mine. He's been in the thick of it this entire time.
Absolutely. Big up smash.
Big up smash.
And that's going to kill CRB.
We are on the last stock here for Sandschloss. Let's see if he can clutch it out here.
There's another diamond.
That is a scary situation. Sandschloss is as set up as he can be right now.
But at 116, it's going to be difficult.
He's got to put in a lot of work here.
Back air.
Back air, almost killing. That was crazy.
With the down air from Snake, that will seal up game 1 for Marshall and ACE747.
Incredible gameplay from those two. They could take their time with that last stock. They didn't have to worry. They knew they could seal it out if they just made sure they waited for their openings and played it safe.
Plenty of time, and it's hard to be patient against Steve a lot of the time.
It's truly very hard, but when you have 2 players, it makes it feel just that much less oppressive and that much easier. You know, if I could always have someone else there to help me fight Steve, I'd feel a lot better about it.
That's true, and we got an interesting stage proposition here. They were looking at FD. Yeah, they're going to FD.
Now, which FD are we going to?
That's the real question. Golden Plains.
Golden Plains.
The answer to that.
Interesting choice. Personally, I always love to go to Battlefield FD.
I like that. I do like that. It gives you music. So.
Absolutely.
And here we go now into game 2. Let's see if Ace and Marshall can continue to push this one against this top team.
Absolutely. CRB Sandschloss looking to tighten up after that first game. I'm thinking the... Actually, I don't know how this stage is... Ooh, that is a good start for them. That is the Minecraft Steve start. We are already getting into the Steve up tilts, the crazy strings, things that make this character feel so oppressive.
There's a diamond mine as well.
Goodness. He's able to mine that out so fast and then just get right back into the thick of it. Here's diamond online, so these stocks are going to start flying.
Up air chain by CRB, not able to finish it.
They're high percent with Steve still at 30. He's just been able to hold back, throw out some big aerials, and hopefully try to make it harder for these guys to keep on.
That grenade bouncing off 3 different blocks into CRB.
Playing tennis in here right now. What's going on?
But an explosive flame will take that stock off Marshall.
Ooh, that's Snake up air trading with minecart was a very weird one there. You're getting some, again, I can hear it just a little bit. We're getting some good communication from the teams here. They're able to sequence their things very, very well here. This is very clearly winner finals here.
Oh, yeah.
These teams are locked in right now.
Massive back air across stage is going to kill.
CRB Sandschloss has the momentum here in this game, but we can always see a shift here with the Snake, with the Cloud. They got some big moves that can turn things
into
around.
Anvil.
It's a lot of damage.
Big back airs from CRB now to keep both of them off stage if possible.
You're gonna be seeing a lot of big moves coming out. We got Limit online. Sniping CRB!
Wow.
That was a really good jump call. We're gonna see if that might turn things around.
Now separating the stage with the blocks in order to solo out Ace and take the stock. And now
Goodness.
stocks are flying.
Stocks are flying everywhere. Sandschloss and Ace just take it. Stocks are being taken everywhere.
And now the lead belongs to CRB and Sandschloss, looking to close it out.
Looks like the FD pick is coming in clutch for Sandschloss and CRB here. Platforms might have given too many options around blocks and such.
Exactly right, being able to separate the stage in half with blocks. And there goes Marshall. It's just Ace against 4 stocks.
This is a hill I would not like to climb. This
No, I
feels
think I'm
Sisyphean.
good.
This is a rock that might not be able to be pushed all the way up to the top of the hill.
I'm suspecting not, but anything's possible.
The Ace is absolutely pushing, and that's a miscue there, taking out one of CRB's stocks. Oh my goodness, the spike into the blocks. The momentum shift.
That time
not
grabbed
quite.
him for the F smash. Diamonds will make sure that one kills. And this game count has been even at 1 apiece.
It was a very, very different game compared to the first. I think those platforms were a lot more helpful to Ace and Marshall there. We'll see where game 3 goes to, though. Curious to see how the bans and picks change.
Looking like small battlefield. Yeah, you definitely want some platforms to work with.
Absolutely. Now I'm just waiting for whenever someone pulls out the custom stages.
Oh, now that would be an interesting one.
That would be something. Winners Grand reset game 5. We're going to Timmy's level that we downloaded 30 minutes before this.
That's a good counter pick if I've ever seen one. And here we go now into game 3.
Game 3.
We'll see how the platforms make a difference.
We're also going to be getting a lot more. We're getting a lot smaller of a stage, a lot smaller blast zones, so we're going to be seeing stocks fly even faster. Paulo able to tack on some early damage. Everyone's going so deep. It's wild how 3 of these characters feel like they can just go infinitely deep, and even Cloud with Limit, you can just kind of go wherever you want.
Yeah, they not only able to go that deep for kills, but make it back, no issue. We already saw how Marshall could stall under there for like half a minute.
Absolutely, you can, if you get those mats, you can take your time and then get right back into the fight. This Anvil is so oppressive in a double scenario. Well, it's hard to get those materials sometimes. It's just so much damage in such a big move. It annihilates shields, annihilates stocks. It does everything.
It really does.
There's a CRB, or that is not a CRB, a C4 planted on the left platform there. We'll see if that comes into play.
And
but CRB,
there goes CRB, yep.
That Anvil, I swear.
Anvil's going to catch someone at some point, and it is going to be nasty when it does.
It's always so interesting trying to keep track of the C4s in these scenarios because
and
oh
there
my
goes
goodness!
both of them. Marshall and
really
Ace go down.
Those blocks doing their job there, just not letting anything through. Sandschloss is holding on to that stock, but we got a second stock diamond here coming in.
Yep, big dash attack from Ace, but here exactly right now with the diamond online, you can see an even more potent Steve.
This is the Steve you don't want to see. It's not quite last stock diamond, but any stock where you can start off with diamond is scary.
That's exactly right. Now we're going to see the Limit Cloud. Or he gets back there a couple times. We'll see if he gets the chance.
Surviving with Limit and sending a cross slash right to CRB's face.
Now the teleport shenanigans from Palatine across the platforms to get caught by C4.
We're seeing a lot more of that. The game 1 from Marshall and Ace here.
Once again, the block saves him.
The blocks have been doing work.
And now everyone explodes.
The C4, that is so much damage. Oh my goodness. Snake makes this like whole thing so much more interesting because there's bombs everywhere that you don't realize are there, and then people start dying.
They really do. And now CRB and Ace have both got to be cautious here on their last stock.
Absolutely. This is going to be tight gameplay. They got to make sure they're aware of their teammate. And this is the interesting part of the game if you end up dying while your opponent has 2. It's the question of do you take or do you let your opponent try to tough it out?
Yeah, I really don't know. And CRB was really just buying as much time for Sandschloss, but now he just died to the up tilt. So now you do have Diamond Steve, but CRB has a lot in the process.
Yeah, CRB is at 104 here. It's a scary situation. CRB is going to want to play this safe if he wants to keep making this a doubles match instead of turning it into a 2v1.
Exactly.
Teleport cancel. CRB is still going crazy with the movement, even in the double scenario.
Now building a wall, Sandschloss.
He's trying to protect his teammate here. I like it. I like it. He wants to keep CRB safe while he's
out there in a World War I no man's land with grenades and bombs exploding all around him, but his one wall trench kept his teammate safe.
Oh my goodness, teching off the block. That was really good block placement. CRB still in a risky scenario. Oh my goodness!
And there's the up smash.
I barely even registered he was gone. I was like, yeah, there's Underman. Why is he getting smaller?
Yep, Ace and Marshall going up 2-1. And despite some great block placement by Sandschloss trying to divide and conquer and keep teammates safe and all these things that they were doing super well, they just broke right through all of it.
Absolutely. I'm now a Cloud Snake believer. This is an incredible doubles team that we're seeing here.
It's so strong. And, that's the craziest part is that they were able to make it all the way back despite several instances where stocks should have been gone, but a block saved them. Last-minute blocks have been buying extra lives for CRB and Sandschloss consistently.
It feels like they're playing a 9-stock game to a 6-stock for this team. But the mental fortitude, staying strong, keeping up the pressure, they're able to make sure that even if they got to get through 3 extra stocks, they're gonna do that and more.
They sure will, and they sure have been.
You got game 4, what could be the final set here of winners finals.
We're going to see. It's going to be very interesting, and there's also a potential for a rematch between these two as well.
Absolutely. Whoever goes out here, I will be interested to see if they can bring it back to grands.
Quite possible. And
we're on Battlefield here.
Yeah.
as an interesting pick, although I do think Palutena likes a top platform a bit.
That's very true. So even if it's not the, I don't know if it's necessarily the most speed beneficial or not, but I definitely think you gotta give CRB some favors here.
Absolutely.
Struggling a little bit.
You want to maximize both characters, and I think Steve is such a dominant character in doubles.
Exactly.
He can maximize just about anywhere.
Right.
Like the blocks on the platform make it so hard to approach no matter what you do. You can take out a couple, but he's just going to keep mining here.
And continue while CRB does doing some teleport canceling, making it possible to hit him in the meantime.
Absolutely. Some crazy tech. You're just CRB and Sandschloss both able to stall before they can get right back into the fight on their terms. Those powered minecarts able to really put a thorn in the side of the Ace and Marshall here. But Ace and Marshall are definitely fighting back as best they can, putting on the damage still. Those Nikitas, those grenades are putting in work.
Constantly. And now you're starting to see smash attack get thrown out, but the Nikita exactly right. There's the first stock.
You never see it coming until it's too late. Snake's already set up, and he knows you're dead before you do.
There's the up air off the top you're talking about. Palutena likes that top platform.
That top platform is going to let CRB get a lot more kills. Oh my goodness! They almost comboed into the Steve up smash to kill CRB there. That would have been insane.
Terrifying. Now C4 on the left platform.
Oh
the anvil,
no!
I told you it was going to come out eventually, and there it was.
Sandschloss has been playing really well this game. This is going to be an interesting one. I feel like this is also really good warm-up for players here as we go into singles as well. All this chaos is going to be a lot easier to transition into singles where you can just lock in.
That's exactly right. Sandschloss built another set of diamond tools despite being past 120 on the stock.
That might be a risky play as he just lost them.
The right one or not.
He does have gold still, so he is going to be able to mine that much faster and still get some strong moves out. Hopefully get to those diamonds before it matters. Keeping those powered rails, which are going to just take over the entire stage at certain points.
There comes the Nair train, the back air. Into a minecart as well. Great teamwork there.
Sandschloss and CRB have a little bit of a stock advantage to take care of, but they are absolutely putting the pain on Snake and Cloud here. With the cross slash, try to make it harder. Snake coming back down with invincibility.
Yeah, the Palutena aerials have been really hard to stop on Battlefield. I think that was a great stage choice.
Absolutely.
There's a C4 though. There goes Sandschloss.
Oh,
a counter!
The tech! That was so well done. Such good awareness. The stress of doubles, being able to still be aware and ready for that is insane.
Ace has been a master of keeping stocks alive for as long as possible, and we're seeing that pay off right now. But a nice fair from Sandschloss.
Hold on to that stock to 170 almost. That was just holding on for dear life and able to get that damage in. CRB's at 111,
exactly.
Sandschloss at 66.
They're going to have to try to focus on, if you get CRB out, just fight Sandschloss. I think it's doable.
Absolutely. Oh! I got scared for the Snake there for half a second.
It was all under control.
They got it. They know what they're doing. They're out there. I'm in here.
C4 hitting Sandschloss, so now either of them could die here. Big cross slash.
Big cross slash keeping Snake. The C4!
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Marshall and ACE747 winning that one 3-1. They are moving forward. What a team they have been.
That was an incredible match. That was just awesome. I'm so ready to see this team in Grands.
They knew exactly when to let the cross slash rip. You know, you had no fear of hitting your teammate because you knew as soon as one of them was down, that 2v1, it made that so much easier. And I mean, at that point, they already had the C4 in the right place.
Absolutely. Just everything lined up. It seemed like they're playing 4D chess 7 turns ahead.
It seemed that way. I mean, right at the end, it seemed they had that whole thing set up several seconds.